Hey guys, I am here in the BirchBox offices with Juliet. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Juliet is the senior social media manager here. And what is BirchBox actually?
So BirchBox is the easiest place to shop for beauty. A lot of people might know us as a monthly personalized beauty subscription box, but we actually are so much more than that. We have over 800 brands and a full e-commerce shop, and really our goal is to make beauty really fun for people. So we are helping them discover products that they'll love.
Awesome. So you're a social media manager. What does that actually mean? Are you on Instagram all day?
Yeah, so a lot of people think I'm just painting my nails and Snapchatting it all day, and that's definitely part of it, but there's so much more that goes into that. So I'm leading our entire social media strategy for BirchBox and really figuring out how we can sort of combine our marketing messages that we have in the company and make our community really fall in love with us. And it's a great way for us to get a sense of what the customer is loving about BirchBox.
So what social media channels do you manage?
So I am responsible for leading the entire strategy across all of them. And really our main goal with that is just to be engaging as many people as possible each and every single day. So we really have this robust community that we've cultivated over the past 6 years that BirchBox has been around. And we're on every single channel at this point. Facebook is our largest, Snapchat is our newest and smallest, but it's a really, really engaged one that I'm the most excited about. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, so each and every one of them.
Cool. What kind of skills do you need to be a social media manager?
Yeah, so when I was in college, this was not even a viable career option. It was not even in existence. But it really is sort of like the perfect combination of storytelling and understanding analytics. So you really have to be creative and thoughtful and be able to kind of adapt quickly because it's such a fast-moving industry. And you also really have to understand metrics and be able to see what's working and not working. There's a ton of room for experimentation in social media, and that's really key to being successful, just being willing and able to try any and everything and understanding what sticks. So it's really that perfect combo of being creative and analytical.
That makes sense. What kind of skills can you expect to learn on the job as a social media manager?
Yeah, so a lot of it definitely happens on the job. So you're kind of like thrown into it. You really have to have a scrappy mindset. We are, now 6 years old, so we're not quite a startup anymore, but we still definitely all act like it. I wear so many different hats each and every single day, and I think that's really key to it too. So you have to be a really good writer, so you have to understand how to tell a story in a compelling way. And in a concise way. There's definitely skills around creativity, so understanding how to take a photo or take a video and show something that is going to resonate with people. And I think communication is also a really important one. I'm working with so many different cross teams at BirchBox, and understanding how to work within those teams and make stuff that's really going to be awesome for our customer is important.
Yeah. So what's your favorite social media channel?
Snapchat is my current favorite. It's the newest one, and sort of I like to call it like social media 1.0 because it isn't quite like the other social channels. They don't even consider themselves a social network actually, but I think it's just the most like raw and real, and I think a lot of people are really compelled by that. You can have a lot of fun with Snapchat. You can put emojis and doodle on there, and there's a lot of just room to have fun that I think a lot of other channels are a little boring at this point compared to it.
What's going to be on the BirchBox Snapchat today?
So today, that's a good question. I think we're gonna do a little unboxing of one of our new products. So
all right, well, I'll be sure to follow that. So how do you measure success across channels?
Yeah, so I think it's really understanding how engaged people are with content. So that could mean anything, from a click to a view to a share. It's really understanding what we're putting out there on social media and how people are responding to it. Are they into it? Are they not giving us as many likes or as many views as we kind of thought we would get from something that we're putting out? Or are we seeing like amazing success by the amount of shares that we're getting? So it's really understanding that engagement metric and really being able to make decisions based off of that.
So being in the world of social media sounds exciting every day, but what would you say is the most exciting part about being a social media manager?
Yeah, I think, a lot of people look at what I do and they're like, you have the most fun job in the world, and I really do. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of hours that are put into it. I think, I there's definitely a fine line between work and life because social media sort of permeates my personal life as well. But it's something that I really love, truly, personally, and for business. So it's great to be able to kind of be a practitioner in that space and be able to try things on my own personal accounts and then bring it into social media for the brand that I work for. And I think that's the most exciting thing about it, just being able to test and try new things all the time.
So I have to ask, what is the most challenging part about being a social media manager?
Yeah, I think so. As I was saying, it's sort of this fine line between work and play, and there's definitely struggle sometimes with the work-life balance. You have to kind of make time to turn off social media, have like a couple of digital detox hours.
Yes, I like that. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really important because it's easy to kind of get wrapped up in it all.
Absolutely. Kind of obsessing about likes and comments.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
So if you were a college student or a recent graduate, what do you wish you had known about coming into the social media management world?
Yeah. So that's a great question. I think a lot of people think that it is all just fun and Instagram and Snapchat and nail polish, and that it's really so much more than that. You really have to understand the analytics behind it, and that was not something that I was super well versed in, and luckily I was able to from my manager pick it up and kind of like learn it very quickly, but I had to kind of throw myself into that. So I kind of, if in hindsight, I wish that I'd taken sort of my expertise in content and storytelling and really delved a little deeper into it and understood how to analyze that stuff. But I was able to learn it on the job, and I think that's just really key. Like, you can't just put something out there just to do it. You have to understand how it's performing so that you can either create more of it or try something else.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So for any college students or recent graduates that want to enter the social media management world, what sort of advice would you give to them?
Yeah, so I think the number one thing is to actually be on social media yourself. So be on all of the channels, interact with people on those channels, and use it and really build your own brand. I think that's super important just to get an understanding of how it works and how real people use it. It's going to be super valuable for you as a consumer, sort of on the other side, going into a business and being someone who interacts with brands on social media. So I think that, and I also use that just as sort of like a visual resume for a lot of people that I hire, that having your own social media presence is really important. And then second, I think it's really just being able to wear many different hats and be really scrappy, and social media is not this siloed thing. It's really all-encompassing of so many different skills and areas, and you just have to kind of be willing to try it all.
Yeah. So build your own social media accounts and be open.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for having us here, and thank you
you
so much for your insights about the social media world.
Definitely. Thank you so much.